Hey, today we're going to do a talk on how I prep the tyres and how we use them, and we'll go from there. Today I've got my sweeps. I'm here at the track early, normally cold in the morning. Get them out the packet. First thing we do, check the edges, both sides, inside and out. You want to check them in case they haven't glued all the way around them. Check both sides, check all of them. Just give them a quick check. Yeah, they all look okay. So your tyres are all good. That's the first thing I would do. Second thing I do, I always like to have a look and put them on the car and spin them on the car, make sure which one's wobbling the most, and you say, right, the worst ones you put to the front, the smoother ones you put on the back. So I've done that. I get my pen, I write on the wheels, and I've got front right, front left, you know your rears. So they're all written up, you know they're all good. Next, you've got the mold release, the bead mark around the center of the tyre. Good thing about the sweeps, they're pretty low. They don't really have that big chunky mold one. So I don't really worry about removing it on the sweeps. Another tyre that we use is the Matrix. They're pretty good too. They're nice and low. So if I was racing one of these tyres, I wouldn't worry about. But another tyre that we use here is the Rush. I don't know if you can see, it's probably hard to see, but they've really got a big chunky line, a mold mark around them, and I don't like running on that, so I would remove that before I even race. So they do make a tool. I know Ryan from RC Maker has got his bead tyre remover, and this one I've just got from a nail place, so you can go to your local nail store and get one as well. But a common thing I see in the morning is the guys at the track, they're trying to get the line off. It's so hard to get it around on the tyre to try and get that bead off. What I do, little tip for you, is I would clean the tyre, use a bit of Worth cleaner. That's most of the time I use that. But if you don't want to, you can use your actual tyre additive that you're using on the day. Put that on, put it in the warmers, give it 5 minutes. 5 minutes time, I pull it out. The goop's still on it, hasn't disappeared yet. Not super hot, around 60 degrees is fine. Get the tool, just slides around like a hot knife through butter. It's nice and easy, just remove that line, makes it a lot easier. So there's a tip for you. Right, after I've done that, tyres all done. Like I said, they're on the car now. Fold them up, ready for your race coming up. If you want to reapply the goop, you can give them another coat. That's up to you guys, but I normally like to give it another coat because you've been touching them and handling. Just give it another coat. Put the warmers on, zap them. Most guys run with the warmers, I'd say anywhere from 60 to 80 degrees is a normal good point. In the morning, you're always going to run them a bit hotter, so you might run them on the 80 degrees, and then later for the finals, I'd turn them back down to about 60, 65. So depending, like I said, how hot the day is, of course, as well, but you know, here in Australia, we're in winter at the moment, so I'd be going out 80 degrees on the first run, that's for sure, in the morning. So get them nice and hot before you go out. Another thing, you can do is go across with your tyre sander. You can put them on the sander, got a bit of wet and dry, just take the center line off that way. It's just another option, but I like using this instead. And you can go across with the sandpaper, just take that glossy finish off and just put it down to take the shine off, so you got instant grip, and it works that way better. Depending on the day, you know, different day, different track, you might go out. Having that tyre from new like this could be an advantage, could be a disadvantage. So if I was going to a track, what I'd do, I'd get my tyres and leave, for instance, and I'd get mix and I'd sand them up and go, righto, first run, go out, see what we think, and see how we went. The unprepped one straight away might take 3 or 4 laps to come in. It mightn't work as good. So that's a great thing of having the two of us. We can run them instead of using 2 sets of tyres when you get to the track. Me and Mick just will run on the one each, and we can say, yep, we liked it whichever way. So it's a bit of a bonus, I guess, for having 2 guys, but you can do that with your pit mate or your team you have around with the Yokomo boys. For us, we can say, guys, I've gone out, I've scrubbed the tyre in, seen better. So that's something you can do with your mate on the day. If you've got a few in your little group, you can do. So go from there. All right, now I've got the tyre ready. It's on the car. I've gooped it up again, waiting for me heat. I go out, I come back, I go to an older tyre to show you. Alrighty. Just come back, pull it off the car. I'd get a bit of shop towel. Nice clean bit just to show you. Get the spray. You don't have to use the spray. Like I said, you can use the goop that you're running, the tyre additive. I like using the spray. We'll give it a wipe. Just go around the tyre. You can give it a good wipe. The tyres come up nice and dry. It's clean. There's nothing on it. And you can see the shop towel. It's pretty dirty. So, you know, these were probably cleaned earlier, so you haven't got as much as you probably would on the day, but you can see what's going on. So the tyre's now cleaned. Try not to get your hands and touch all over it. You put the acid in, not the acid, the more, what would you call it, Mick?
Oil.
Or the oil and that out of your skin. And you don't want to touch it. Now my tyre's done, I would do all 4. And if I was running this on the front right, well, I might put it now to the left. So goop it up, put it on the car, 10 to 15 minutes, ready to go out again for your next heat. So that's how we sort of prep and do the tyres.
And then after all that, we go out, we go wide in the first corner and run in the dirt, and it's all worthless anyway.
Which does happen.
Make sure you put your car down on the line.
Yeah.
You don't go wide, otherwise it's pointless.
I see guys do all the prep work on their tyres, putting their car down on the dirtiest part of the track and take off. Put it down on the line. If you have got your pit mate with you, he can put it down on the racing line. You know it's going to be clean. Yes, they do blow the outside off, but it's always not going to be as good. So there's a little tip as well from Mick. Another thing we do, me and Mick like to balance the wheel up. Some guys say it's a waste of time. You only get 2 runs out of some tyres, you throw them away. Some we do 6. So I don't know. Leave in the comments below. What do you guys think? Is it worth balancing, or don't waste your time? Leave in the comments. Tell us what you think. All right, that's the video for today. Thanks for watching. See you next time.